Hey class, today we are reviewing our inequalities and then looking at some word statements and how we can translate the word statements into inequality statements. So first I'd like you to warm up with these three problems, writing the inequality to match the graph. So if you could pause the video here and give those three problems a quick try in your note packet, and then you can play the video and keep going and check your answer. Okay, so to check our answer here, we have the value where the closed circle is 0, and it's pointing towards like 3, 4, 5, 6, all the values that are greater than 0. So this matches the inequality. X, or whatever variable you would like, is greater than or equal to 0. So all the values for x are represented by that line. All of them are greater than or equal to 0. Remember, we use the equal to one because it is closed circle. All right, this one, it's an open circle and it's pointing to the left. Notice that the values to the left of 6, like 3 and -4, those are all less than 6. So this time our values, our variable values, the lines are all less than 6. Not equal to this time because the circle is open. And then for the last one, it's a closed circle going to the left of 3, so it should be less than or equal to 3. So equal to 3 because it's closed, so 3 is included in there, and less than because it's pointing to the left, and all the values are less than 3 to the left. All right, so just a quick review here. This symbol means less than, and then we have greater than. Then we have less than or equal to. And then we have greater than or equal to. So today we're going to look at some of the word phrases that might represent these inequalities. So another way to say less than. And we're going to keep adding to the word phrases, but some of the words that you're going to see maybe today would be like less than. You could think of maybe as like younger than, or greater than would be older than. Okay. If you were to say that someone was higher, that would be greater, higher than. Or you could say lower than, would be less than. So less than, younger than, lower than, greater than, older than, higher than, etc. If you said that you scored more, that would be greater. Or if you just said less, that'd be less than. Okay? Higher, lower. So those are the ones we're going to focus on today. We're going to add some of, some more to this as the notes go on. And we're going to do a few more with less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. But here's some word phrases to just get us started. So let's look at some examples. Jasmine's brother Simon is older than Jasmine. Jasmine is 12 years old. And I want you to graph then, or write an inequality that represents Simon. So Simon is older than Jasmine. So if we said that Simon's age is our variable, then Simon's age is older than is the same thing as greater than Jasmine's age, which was 12. So Simon's age is greater than 12 as an inequality. So x greater than 12. Which means we would graph it with an open circle because Simon is not 12. He could be 12 and a half. He could be 13, 14, 15, 17. He could be 20. So he could be any of these ages to the right. All we know based on this information is that he is older than 12. Okay, here's our next example. Todd has an older sister who is 16. The variable P represents, we'll say, Todd's age. So then the question or the problem says that Todd has an older sister who is 16. If Todd has an older sister, that means that Todd's age, P, has to be less than 16 because older sister implies that she is, her age is greater than his. So that means Todd's age is less than 16. So this number line is numbered by fives. So this would be like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, then 20. So 16 would be right here. And it would be an open circle again because Todd is not equal to 16, but he is 16 or less. So he could be 15, 10, 5, and then it would actually stop at 0 here because Todd could not be negative years old. But he is less than 16. We'll talk about compound inequalities. We'll actually stop the inequality there. But P less than 16 is graphed like that. All right, our next example. Bev is in a higher grade at school than Billy. Billy is in 3rd grade. Let's let P represent the grade Bev is in. So Bev's grade. Because we know Billy is in 3rd grade, but we don't know what grade Bev is in. So that's why Bev is our variable here. All we know is that Bev is in a higher grade, and higher means greater than. So if we know that Billy is in 3rd grade, then we know that Bev's grade has to be greater than 3rd grade. So we would put our open circle at 3rd grade. She could be in 4th grade, 5th grade, or 6th grade, or much older. So we would draw the inequality to the right to represent that. We know she is not in 3rd grade though, so we leave the circle open. Choosing the best inequality for each word statement. If Becca scored more than Patty and Patty scored 10 points, then write an inequality that matches this, where B represents Becky's scores. So Becky scored more points. So what do you think more means? Do you think it's B is greater than 10, B is less than 10, or 10 is greater than B? Hopefully you said A. Becky scored more points than Patty. More means greater than. And if Patty scored 10 points, then Becky scored greater than 10. So this is Becky's score. Or I'm reading this wrong. Becca's score is greater than 10 is what this first one reads. The next one, B, reads that Becca's score is less than 10. And then this one reads that 10 is greater than Becca's score. So B and C are saying the same thing essentially. Next one, Tom got a 95 on the quiz. Ted got a higher score than Tom. So let's let X represent Ted's score. So if Tom got a 95 on the quiz and Ted got higher than, that would also mean greater than Ted's score was greater than 95. So this one reads that 95 was greater than Ted's score, which would not be correct. This one says that Ted's score is less than 95, which is not correct. So that leaves with our C. Ted's score was greater than 95 because it was higher than Tom's score of 95. So that would be the best answer to match that. Look at the inequalities, and for each inequality, write a statement that could be described by the inequality. The inequality is A greater than 10, where A represents the age of the person. So this could be written like, I don't know, my friend Ava is, instead of greater than, we're talking about age, I would say is older than her sister, and maybe write her sister is 10. So I don't know how old Ava is, but I know she's older than her sister, and her sister is 10. So that could represent Ava's age is greater than 10. Okay, the inequality is T is less than 50, where T represents temperature. So represent temperature. So you could say today's high temperature will be below 50 degrees. So below is another word we can use to represent less than. So that would be a great way to write this inequality. So we're dealing with temperature, so we would write it as below. You could have said less than too. All right. Thanks for watching. Please do the 3.1C worksheet attached to this note file. And then I would like you to submit that worksheet as well when you are finished. Thank you.